Hello and welcome to this week's Profit Maximizer Moment. I'm Wayne Belisle, and today we're going to be talking about how the systems documentation improvement process should work. Been talking about systems for the last couple, 3 weeks. Probably finish up next week, but I strongly believe they're the key to being successful. Being able to deliver a quality product consistently is the key to being successful. All right. So here's an outline of the process I recommend and I use for documenting your system. First, write down the purpose of each task. So what is it supposed to do? What are we trying to do? Describe what a successful completion of the task looks like. Have the employee outline in detail now you're going to be working with the employee. They're going to help you, the one that's doing it right now. Have them outline in detail every step required to complete the task. All right. Now, why do I want to do that? Because I want to see what they're doing before I can improve it. I need to know what they're doing. Okay. Identify the decision points. Make a decision tree that documents how employees reach a decision. Get to this point. If it's A, you go here. If it's B, you go here. If it's C, get help. Something like that. All right. List all the external information the employee must have in order to complete the task. What needs to come to them? All right. If they're the payables clerk, the invoices need to go to them. If they're receivables, that they need to know what checks were received. They need to have the invoices so they can put them in. All right. Working with the employee, describe how the employee system affects your customer, both positively and negatively. What does the customer see? What are the problems you're hearing? What things can we improve? Together, list the ways the system can be improved to be completed more quickly at less cost and make the customer experience more enjoyable. So those two have to go together. And sometimes they're fighting each other. So that's where you come in and decide how important is this to the customer. All right. Number 8, list potential measurement indicators that can be used by management to measure the effectiveness of the system. If you're doing production, could be something simple like how many pieces are rejected. If it's collections, how good is the collections? Are they behind? If payables, do you have any payables that are over 90 days that have, just haven't been cleaned up? List potential, got that one. Number 9, design a system to capture the data needed to measure results and provide timely management reports. Remember what we're talking about here. You need to know the system's working. You need to have some reports. So what are they? 10, list the skills that the employee must have in order to perform this task. Determine who is the most logical person for this task. Should it be shifted to another employee or eliminated entirely? I ran into this a lot of times and I run into this a lot of times where somebody is doing the job, but somebody else has 95% of the information in the job. So it makes more sense to be with them. Or you have duplicate, 2 or 3 people are doing the same thing. 11, decide who has the authority to change the final system for this task. Who do you allow to do it? All right. Truthfully, I allow them to make recommendations, but it should be up to the manager or the owner. 12, decide who and how often the system will be reviewed for possible change, improvement, or elimination. Yeah, I think it was Reagan who said the closest thing to eternal life is a government program. Quite frequently, a large enough business that has systems, or that's pretty close. It almost never gets changed. So it should be looked at annually, every 6 months, every other year, something like that. Estimate the amount of time it should take to complete this task. Remember, you're working with the employee who's doing this at all times. All right. For physical, we're going to cover this again tomorrow, but I'm going to go quickly over it. For physical processes such as assembling a product, I highly recommend recording the task using a video camera. I apologize. I usually shut it off, and I forgot. Using a video camera and storing it on a YouTube channel. When a video is added to written instructions, it greatly improves the likelihood of the task being done accurately. All right. Notice the process detailed above starts with writing down the purpose of the task and a listing of what is actually happening now. It gets your employees involved in improving and documenting the system, which is central to getting them to adopt the system. You need to have buy-in. They need to understand. All right. The key point to understand is to communicate to everybody in your organization is that the systems are the heart and soul of any successful business. All right. Systems documentation is the only way to ensure that your business is working the way you originally envisioned it and that you are delivering a consistent quality experience to your customer every time. I've stressed this, and you see why systems are important, how you can improve them. It really comes down to you need to make a commitment to doing this. All right. I'm going to cut this down pretty fast because we're in the middle of tax season. And if you haven't figured that out, tax returns are due 2 weeks from next Tuesday. So you're running out of time. Get it done or get an extension in, but don't forget it. Hey, until next time, this is Wayne Blau saying let's make this our most profitable year ever. And God bless. See you at church. Thanks. Bye.